It's on.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this first new edition of Do As I Do Into Science. My name is Marco Ojeda, and I have the honor to work with and collaborate with Dr. Fugazza, Claudia Fugazza, and Fumi Higaki. Claudia Fugazza is a researcher of the Family Dog Project, an ethologist, and Fumi Higaki is an official Do As I Do trainer and trainer in Japan as well. My name is Marco Ojeda, and so today we're going to be speaking to them about this new study that it's been getting a lot of attention. Even Science Magazine is writing about it. Everybody's going crazy with this. So did we find the copycat or what? Claudia, please let us know what is the significance of this new study.
Well, so I think that many people know that Do As I Do is a protocol that was devised to test imitation at first before becoming a training method. And with the Do As I Do, many species, not really many species actually, have been tested on their ability to imitate. Imitation is considered somewhat of a special ability in science because it implies some complex cognitive skills. And it was long thought to be a uniquely human ability. So it was long thought that only humans could imitate. Until some studies came out, also especially using the Do As I Do paradigm, in which animals were tested on their imitation abilities, and it was found that not only humans can imitate. And several, not really several, I keep saying several, but it's not true. Just a few species have been tested on their ability to imitate. And so we have results about chimpanzees, orangutans, dolphins, parrots, dogs, of course, and killer whales. But there was nothing on cats. And reportedly, hearing reports, anecdotes from owners, you would think that they might be able to imitate. You would think that they might be able to learn socially. But if you look into the scientific literature about cats, well, first of all, the systematic scientific studies of cats is basically a newborn baby, in the sense that there's very few studies on cats, although the number of scientific publication is now increasing. And but there was really nothing on social learning. If you look into literature on social learning in cats, really there's like 3-4 very, very old papers, like really old, and of course with not a very good methodology, because of science has improved the methodology with time. So nothing is really known, nothing can be concluded for those very old studies, and nothing was known about social learning in cats, probably because these are not very easy subjects to be studied. And so I was very happy to have the opportunity to test not only social learning, but something along the lines of imitation with the Do As I Do method in cats. And this is just because Fumi, my collaborator here, Do As I Do trainer of the Do As I Do team, was able to train her cat with this method. And so basically I was able to test Ebisu, her cat, that was trained by her with the Do As I Do method. And this provided the very first evidence that cats can be trained with this method at all. And it really suggests that they may have the cognitive skill of imitation.
Okay, that's great. Well, welcome Fumi as well from Japan. It's you're in the future and it's very late over there, right?
Yes, it's 11:45.
Thank you for keeping up. So Fumi, can you tell us a little bit about Ibisu? Why did you decide to train her? Was she different, special in any other way of any cat you have had or have at the moment? Can you tell us a bit more about this experience?
Well, she was special to me, of course. Where's my
You
voice
have
is
some
going?
issue with your voice.
Do you hear me?
Yeah,
I know
now
it's
we're
good.
Better? Okay. So of course my cats, they're all special. Dogs, every dog and cats who live with me, they're all special. But I don't see ABC was different from any other cat. It's just that she was very food motivated. She loved food. Um, she was like retriever. She
Mhm.
was always after somebody who has food and fighting over the food with other dogs. That's how she was. And
Mhm.
she was a store cat, so she always come down to the store, asking my students or asking my customers for the food, give her treats. So she was always at the store around people, asking for food, and then she was always fat.
Yeah, so she was very social in that sense,
Yes. Hmm.
since kitten. Since
Yes. Yes.
since what
She
age
came
did
to
you
me.
have her?
She came to me when she was 2 months. So she
Okay.
was kitten. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So you have extensive training on Do As I Do, and obviously with dogs, but this is
Hmm.
actually something new, and then the first time that was done with the cat.
Hmm.
Do you see a difference in any of the training between a cat and a dog? Of course, it seems like it's obvious, but of course we have to ask you because you're the trainer that first did this. So
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Well, the reason I taught her do as I do is because I didn't have any dog to teach. I lost my dog in 2018,
Oh,
and I didn't have I wasn't ready to have another dog, and I saw my students having so much fun with their dogs. Doing the do as I do games, and I saw my colleagues having so much fun with dogs, and I wanted to teach do as I do to my animal. Say, you know how fun it is. Like when you
mhm.
get the feeling when your dog copies you, you get the goosebumps, right? I
Mhm.
wanted to feel that.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a dog. All I had was cat. But Ibisu was very motivated. She was ready to do it, and she was very healthy at the time. So it was very easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but she was food motivated, so it was good start. I could start like a teaching preliminary phase. She got it in like probably like 1 month. It was very
Mhm.
quick. But
Mhm.
then,
Wow.
yeah, but still, the starting the do as I do protocol, she took only like 5 months, and I did very slow. I did like a once a week or twice a week max. So you only counted like 20 some sessions. So I would say it's like an average dogs,
Mhm.
right?
Okay. Okay. We have a comment there from Dorton Nielsen. She says, I had a cat who imitated my mini schnauzer Freddy to get treats. The cat was very food focused as he had been starving as a kitten.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of, or you guys have been getting a lot of comments, right? Like this cat is a great dog, or that this cat is a disgrace to his race. This kind of comments. So I think it's pretty fun that people are interested in this, right? Because it's actually very very interesting. So Fumi, I still have to get a bit more answers from you because this is
Okay.
interesting, and I want to try it with my cats as well.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you should.
what do we have to consider when
Okay.
we are actually training with a cat? Because
All
yeah,
right. Um, I think the most I struggled was the starting position. She moves. I could not start off the floor. Okay, preliminary phase, I could use. I could have her on the floor, and I do the like a verbal cue sessions. She did a no problem. But once we start the do as I do session, she just has to move. She does not wait, sit still. So that's the major difference between dog and cat. Um, you have to work on sit and stay. Like with dogs, they anticipate. Soon as
mhm,
you say do it, There's right before you say do it, they start moving once they know what to do. But like cats, even they know what to do, they don't move. They start washing their face. So that's the major difference. Um, I
Yeah.
told Claudia that I was ignored often, and that happens. They ignore
Yeah.
you,
Yeah. Yeah.
even
So
they're
if
supposed to.
even if they're motivated, they'll just do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Right? They'll decide. But is
And
it that
um,
you work? Sorry, just did you work on a special place for the
Hmm.
cat later for it to be easier for you, or what did you do? Because we know if we have a dog, we have it on the ground. So, but the cat.
Yes, I kept. I she was the training table. There's a training table. It's a store counter actually. We kept doing that,
Mhm.
doing the session on the table, and that's the place she was used to practicing. So begging for food. So she was good at it. She can stay still on the table. But once she mastered do it cue, she was able to do it any places on the floor. So, no, that was just a do as I do session that we kept doing it on the table.
Great. Sorry, Claudia, that I had interrupted you.
I wanted to add, just by analyzing the videos, that I saw that you had to be very, very patient, in the sense that very often after the do it, you
Mhm.
would have to wait for a longer time, as compared to what we're used to for the dogs. And of
Mhm.
course, we do not know whether this was specific to Ebisu or whether this could be expected from other cats, because at the moment she was the only cat in the world trained with Do As I Do.
Mhm.
So probably we should invite everybody to try with cats, and then we get more of a general feeling. But I saw that this was a big difference. So you
Yeah.
have to be very patient.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say that even I mean the age when you started with Ibisu, the with the protocol, what was the age?
11.
11 years old.
Mhm.
So it's like old cats can learn new tricks, right?
Yes, true. Yes, as
Yeah,
long as
and
she's motivated. Yeah.
yeah. So could you mention a few of the characteristics that you think a cat may have to have in order to have this training be successful?
Um, I guess she has to love the training, or she has to love the food or toy at least. But using the toy, it took it takes too long. So if the cat is a food lover, it's easier. Just like a dog, I think, when it comes to do as I do training, because you don't lose time playing with a toy. The food is
And
really faster to teach.
right. And from your experience, or just by winging it a little bit, do you think what would be the age? Even if I mean, it doesn't matter obviously if they're old, but how young would you try this with?
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea, but I have a kitten right now, and I'm starting to teach social facilitation. Wait, it's not imitations, but he is interested in copying me. He is interested in whatever I do, and definitely the social praising works a lot better than using food on him. He
Mhm.
when I show the food, he start going crazy over food. But if I just praise like a crazy, and he just keep on going, so that's the difference I see. In
Mhm.
toys, he's just become like a hunting mode. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I give him like a social praise, good boy, and I hug him and kiss him, and he just keep on going. He's stay focused in the training
Mhm.
so far. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's different, obviously.
Mm.
For people that don't know about the Do As I Do training method, of course, it's a whole scientific protocol you have to follow. And, Fumi was mentioning a few of the phases. You can contact us, of course, through our social media or emails, website, etc., to know a little bit more about this. And of course, there's still, unless Fumi does the Do As I Do book on Copycat, very soon you will have that protocol for you. But was it different? The a little bit was it different than the protocol from the Do As I Do with the dogs and the cat, or did you follow it as it was?
Just I did exactly phase one, phase two, then after preliminary phase. So the whole thing is same. I followed the strict rule. It's just the table I use. The starting position was different.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
also,
great.
it seems that the duration of the training itself, in terms of number of training sessions, I find it quite similar to dogs.
Mhm.
And of course, people should, if you don't know the training protocol, you should contact us and learn, or buy the Do As I Do book and learn. But if you already know the protocol and you're curious about how long did it take to train the cat, well, you can find these in the scientific publication, because we have included there a table with the training sessions. So you can see how long it took to actually train Abis to do it.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to learn new behaviors with the Do As I Do method. Because also, Fumi taught her a couple of new behaviors before the test as well, and she was successful in that. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After
Yeah.
the test too, she was able to do many things. She was able to turn on the switch, the light on the cue too. I put the
That was a new action.
yeah, that's a new action.
Wow.
Yeah, open a door too. She was pulling
Mm-hmm.
open the door, so she was very good learner.
mhm. And we will publish the study. I have the link here. I'm putting it in the chat, but I think that it's
Can you
not
see?
able to the public, but maybe somebody is able to now share it for me. This is the link to the study, and the study is open access. So you can actually see the study, and there's a video in YouTube about the methods, which shows a little part of the Do As I Do training and also the tests. So you can find the video in the YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll also have to encourage people, even if they don't know anything about Do As I Do, or like you say, you already tried it, to if you want to learn more about it. We also offer our worldwide online classes about Do As I Do from scratch. You don't have to know anything, or you can be advanced, and we can prepare you either for our certification, our first level certification, or the Do As I Do trainer certification, right, Dr. Fugazza?
Yes, indeed. We have classes, and Marco and Fumi are here to help you with those in Japanese, English, and Spanish. If you don't speak those languages, you can hire a translator. That would work as well. We've done it also. So yes, be ready and learn to do it. And now it seems you could even try with a cat. So
Yeah, I would say it's super interesting and exciting, right?
Yeah,
As you were saying, Fumi, in my experience, when the dog finally gets it, you jump out of joy, because it is kind of breaking barriers of communication there, where we thought animals were just kind of like they learn by trial and error, and now with this social learning and the Do As I Do training method, we just I think that it's a world of possibilities for dog trainers and dog owners, cat owners now.
it's a deeper form of communication, of course, rather than being sitting on a chair and distributing food like a
Yeah.
vending machine. Here you become an active part in the learning process
Yeah.
of the dog or the cat, and I think it's a much deeper form of communication.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we don't have any more questions, we have time here because Dr. Fugazza is very, very busy woman, and Fumi has to sleep.
right.
And I am here in Sayulita, Mexico, in Paraíso Yoga. Thank you for having me here. And do you have anything else to add, Claudia?
No, I think we should just explain that Fumi is in Japan. It's not that she sleeps during the day, but that's why she has to sleep, because for her it's night.
It's 11.
So yes, I'm from Italy. So in Europe here is afternoon, and Marco is probably just awakened from a couple of hours because he's based in Mexico, and there is morning. So that's a very multicultural and worldwide team here, welcoming you in the first episode of our As I Do Into Science interview series. We're gonna try to keep up with new interviews in the future. We'll try to have one interview every month. So this month, we had Fumi, because now this is really the hot topic of the moment in science and in the animal training field, that cats can imitate, cats can be trained with Do As I Do. And so we wanted to know some details about it. But next, you will have some surprises about new research and other guests we may invite, and other scientific topic to discuss.
Indeed, indeed. So follow us on our social media, don't forget. And thank you so much to both of you ladies. Thank you for contributing to the better care and communication to our animals and people as well, right? Because everything has to do with everything. As you say, it's very, very deep, the communication-wise and the way you connect with an animal. Okay, well, thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Fumi, so much.
everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Do as I
Bye.
do, cats. No. Ciao.